Good morning, everyone. Trying just to get my camera up and running, but it's being a little asshole. So just give me a second, all right? Hello. Okay. Let's crop me, huh? Hold on. Better? Um, let's get this resized, shall we? That'll get you all my tools. And that will get you price levels. Boom. Look at that. All good and dandy. So, thank you for joining me today. Sorry for the technical difficulties. And I did already drink my coffee. I will probably grab another one soon. And let's start looking at US30. I got a request from some people in the Discord group, the the Three Line Strikers. They want to see some forex because they're all trading forex. So I don't know, I might do. Let me grab Australian dollar and go to the bottom. Seriously, I'm gonna have to do that. Just click and drag. It won't let me. Ugh. Dumb. Cool. So now they're next to each other. Well, it looks like some pretty nice structure. Look at that. That's a low, that's a high, that's a low, that's a high, that's a low, that's a high, that's a low, that's a high. Potential low forming. That's nice. I like that. That makes it so much easier. Brutus does his highlighter shit, so figured I'd just copy him. So with that structure, keeping in mind, and then this swing, and then this swing, we might see something like this. because this level, it would break and retest. It would hit this, come down, retest this level, maintaining market structure, break through, see that like midpoint, break down, retest, come up to that's the option. Or option 2, it does not make a higher high and completely break structure, and then it's looking at a new trend. Always 2 options, either trend continuation or reversal. Are you hearing an echo? How about now? Hopefully not. Got my fancy bubbly water because it fills up my stomach cavity, makes me feel full. All right. So I was looking at US30. This range let's just extend these out and see how they look. Yeah. So that one's dead. This one's still kind of, because it broke twice, came down, broke, retested, came down. Just something to keep in mind for sure. I drew this wonky trend line because I saw this like break, retest, what? And then so I just drew a line connecting this to this, extended it out, and it connected to this and this. It is currently breaking that to the downside. I stole a little bit of something from Christy because, well, you guys will see in today's YouTube video, but she's using this indicator called Consolidation Zones Live, and it basically shows you like small ranges within price action. And I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. So we got a 3-line strike here to the downside. Pulling up some moving averages. 21 is in between the 50 and the 100. The 200's way up there. This zone at 3100 saw a big push up. It saw it here. It saw it here. And it saw it here. This, to me, with all these long wicks, was a nice little liquidity grab. And then it pushed up. The one thing that I'm concerned with is, so I marked up these levels right here, these 2 blue lines. These are the previous swing lows from September 7th. Taking it out to a higher time frame, I see a lot of price here in the middle, right? There was a lot of whiplashing back and forth here, which is currently pretty much where the price is at. But because of all of the whiplashing, I think that there's a high possibility, I mean, 2 high possibilities, that price literally just consolidates in this area, or that it starts whiplashing between these lows and the price that it's at now, which would suck because that's literally like stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. I don't like that type of price action. I prefer trend, reject, trend, reject, trend. This is beautiful. This is a big pile of schnauzers. Could you imagine a big pile of schnauzers? So we have a bottom here. We have another bottom here. If we look at the RSI, it's 25 and 30. This one, 28. So a wee bit of a divergence. Also, if you remember what I said about moving average crossovers, that when moving averages cross each other, right afterwards there's usually a pull up. So we've had the pull up and a reject down. So this might be a good area to consider taking a short. And having our stop loss right here at this swing high. And I actually quite like it, seeing as how we broke that little downtrend thing. So I think I might actually take that. Or it could just be a trap. Currently, I am negative $160 on the account. So, a marginal amount of negative equity. So if you can see, this was the little consolidation range. And we broke out of it, came up to retest it, and we might come down. Nope. Sorry, that would have been a 1, 2. 1 to 2. This is what my first phantom trade looks like. Other confluences. Stochastic was going down, but is now crossing up. MACD is red, RSI in the oversold area. Looking left. Yeah, that's the only price target looking left. Versus all of this stuff down here. So let's just keep an eye on it and wait for some more price action, because what I'm seeing here is structure looks pretty decent. Oh. So if it rejects this zone and starts going down, it might actually be a decent entry. Definitely not going to force trades today like I did yesterday, because that was a mistake. I talked about this with my colleagues, and like, they know how I trade when I'm in the zone. I don't talk to anybody, I don't do anything. And so with you guys, it's like, so this trade is gone. With you guys, I feel the need to be a little bit entertaining and also be active in the trading, so that it feels like there's something going on in the stream versus just me sitting here for 3 hours. But I'm not going to do that. So there might be really long periods of silence. So you could just, have me in the background, keep the volume up, and when I talk, then it's something to listen to. Or you can go to work and just leave me running. So we had 2 moving average crossovers on Australian dollar. It's now having its pullback, because that's what happens when price crosses over, which is why you don't enter on the crossover. Said it a million times. Let me know in the comment section or the chat section if you guys saw that before and after picture that I posted on Twitter and the Telegram group. And how crazy that is. Because seriously, like, I don't know if I told you the story, but I was at the gym, just got done with the workout, took a shower because I had to go to therapy really quick right afterwards, and like had my towel around and like walked to my locker, but like glanced in the mirror and I was like, what the fuck? And I like did a double take. And I grabbed my phone, I snapped a picture. I was like, when the fuck did this happen? And then I went on with my life. But yeah, it was it was for sure interesting. Rejecting the 21 on the 1 minute. I just wish that all of these would be lined up. Like, it should go 21, 50, 100, 200, or vice versa. And that way it will actually be a trend, And then I could take rejections off the 21 and everything would be fine. Like when I trade for myself, it's like twice a week because all the stars align. Not taking into consideration this fucking thing. But like, look at that. This is a perfect market for me. This is like my bread and butter. I wait for the breakthrough to come up to retest the 21 and then entry point, entry point, entry point, entry point, entry point. It's like nonstop. And so this is the good time to trade. The rest of the time sucks. Like this. No. And that's basically what we're living in right now. Is this gross mess. All right. So we wicked that zone. And now we're coming up above that trend. I feel like with that huge move down, there's gotta be like this is a fucking huge imbalance. Like it wants to come up. It wants to get up here to get more sell orders. Right? So like hopefully the volume profiles show it. See what I'm saying? Like this area right here, lots of selling because, you know, boom. And then it came up to just barely touch that area and then boom. Right here we have a lot of buying. In order for price to continue down to these levels, it needs more selling pressure. And the only way to get to the sellers is for the buyers to push it up again to like this zone. Because right now, buyers are winning here, buyers are winning here. This is the only place that sellers are beating the buyers. Basically, you're betting on your favorite sports team, like the Colts versus the Packers, right? Buyers versus the sellers. Who's going to win? I like this little wick below that. That's a nice little... Who knows? We might get the beautiful down candle, doji, and then bullish. Right now it's bearish, but... Let's analyze the charts, huh? So... No, I got nothing. Before I started YouTube, this is all I did. Like, I just would sit here. Just sit and wait. Everyone's like, oh, you had a hard day at work? Not really. Like, I sat on my ass the whole time. So I have pimples on my butt. Fucking desk jockey. Australian dollar, US dollar at a 618. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, you are right. And rejecting off of 100. And so maybe a 1 to 2 as it breaks through the 50 level, not targeting the way high, but getting you a 5 pip stop loss and an 11 pip take profit. Maybe a little scalpy scalp. Yeah, I wouldn't be too comfortable with that. I would be comfortable with that range. Maybe. Maybe. There's a lot of buyers here, but also there's the equal amount of sellers. And as you can see, this is the volume profile, like peak zone. Let's read some comments. The purpose of fandom trading is to just get more reps in. It's like shadow boxing. You just keep doing it. So somebody just asked what happened with your 200K giveaway. Apparently that live stream schedule was like in the thing. And so once I closed my previous live, I didn't close OBS, and OBS just like by default picked the only existing live stream broadcast on the list, which was that one, which I never deleted. And so it just like went live while I was at the gym. And so like in the middle of my session, my watch started to just blow up. Everybody was DMing me. I was like, fuck, what's wrong now? And I look and I realized I'm alive. I checked YouTube. I was. And so thank God my gym is like right here down the street. So I hopped on my trainer's bike and rode here, turned it off, and then finished my training. Can you tell me what fresh juice, what kind of vegetables and fruits do you need the juice fasting? Okay, so there's two different types of fasting, prolonged wise, like multiple days. You can either do a water fast or you can do a juice fast. A juice fast is going to be more calories, like the amount of juices that you're drinking is close to 800 calories a day. But there's no fiber in it because you're juicing it. So you have kind of the squirts, but lots of phytonutrients and minerals and all of that. I usually just go with the mean green, which is cucumber, kale, green apples, lemon, and ginger. Oh, and celery. So just juice all that shit together. But as of late, I've only been doing water fasting. Like when I do a fast, I'll go for anywhere between 4 and 14 days just drinking water. Are you entering on engulfing candles? Because I don't see order blocks in those areas. Is this because it's in a consolidation zone? And yes, entering on engulfing candles or specific candle patterns. Basically, if I'm trading a consolidation zone, I'm trying to get an engulfing candle at the high and then get out at the low. So like once these two were formed, you would get in on an engulfing candle here, which would have been that one kind of, but that was at midnight, so I wasn't alive at that point. And just hitting between this range. But it's even hard because this range is not horizontal, it's going up. So that trade is non-existent because it didn't break that 50 level and is now shitting on people's stop loss that got in there. What's US30 doing? Okay, so wick up, engulfing down, long wick, continuing down, made a hammer. See if we can get an arm to swing that hammer. Waiting on the MAs to line up. Isn't it a thing that you miss the start of the move? Wait. No, I mean the start of the move, like when you wait for MAs to line up. You get this rejection off of 21, and then at this point, right, you start to get the pullbacks into the 21. Like this is when you wait for a nice uptrend. This kind of had some fuckery here, but you get the gist. That's why I like 1 minute. There's a lot more. So like MAs lined up, rejection off of 21, and you could have actually caught that move before the fuckery started. I'm watching US30 and Australian dollar, US dollar. You haven't missed anything if you just started. When you say you're in the office, do you stream while you are at work, or this technically your day job? So I rent an office in a tall building. This is my day job. I work for myself. And I do whatever I want to. And if I don't want to do this, then I go do that. The bike behind me. Lexus said, just wondering if I'm correct. To take a trade, you usually wait for the price to reject the 21, right? What other confirmations usually try to find before taking a trade? Okay, so let's say we're in a trending market. Let's find a trending market. Okay? And we get a rejection like this, right? Nice big fat juicy candles. So let's just say that this was your entry, okay? And that was your stop loss, and you're looking for a 1 to 2. currently this is a phantom trade because you haven't placed it yet. But your first indication that, or your first confluence that it's a good trade, is that all the moving averages are lined up. It's a trend continuation, and these big candles show momentum versus these small candles. Then you look at your, let's make a vertical line so it's easier for everyone to see. Then you look at your stochastic RSI, and you see we are moving up, and they've crossed up. Then you look at your MACD and see that we are showing bullish momentum. We've crossed over and are going up. Then you look at your RSI and you see at that point we were above the 50 level, showing bullish momentum. That's one confluence, all the moving averages lined up. Two confluences, big fat juicy candles. Three confluences, stochastic. 4 MACD. 5 RSI. That's more than enough for me. But during what we're doing now, which is, in my opinion, straight up reckless, and I should probably end the stream right now. Like, look at the difference between that and what the market is doing now. We're just in a consolidation zone. Consolidation zones are also known as periods of accumulation. Now, what does that mean? A period of accumulation means that traders that are trading in this zone are getting stopped out in very subtle ways. And so the market makers, the invisible man, is moving the market in such a way to collect the most amount of capital in this area. Because as you can see, the volume profile shows that this is a very high volume area. High volume means that the market maker, the invisible man, is able to collect all of these people's money, and then the market maker will push the market in the direction that he chooses. Once he is satisfied with the amount of money he has accumulated in this accumulation zone. US30 on 5-minute ranging at the moment. One price breaks through the downside. Yeah, and that's the thing, that's exactly what's going on right now. We're just in a period of consolidation. The smart thing to do is wait for this and only trade this area, or look for shit in this area, and if that does come up, say this is the start of the move, this is the end of the move, this would be like a 618 area, which would also coincide with that. So this area should be a no trade zone, but depending on what price does, I might find an entry. But the smart thing is to only look for longs here, starting here, and only look for shorts starting here. This is one target, 32,100 or 32 straight, and 30,500. Those are the only two price targets you should be going towards. I'm going to be doing these type of live streams for the next 30 days because I'm doing a funded challenge account. How many days do you do the fasting or water fasting? So at first, you know, you got to do baby steps. So like you go a day without eating and it's hard. And the next time you go 2 days, and the next time you go 3 days. And 3 days is like a nice, good reset. 72 hours, you know, it's good. But if you really want to like detox the body and like push yourself and willpower and lose a lot of weight, the reason I like doing fasts, especially water fasts, is because it resets my taste buds. So I no longer crave sugar because I've forgotten what it tastes like. And so I don't crave it. I like to do 5 days minimum, 7 days if I can. And one time I was doing an experiment to see how it would improve my thyroid levels because I have Hashimoto's. So I went for a 14-day water fast. And so I did not eat food whatsoever for 14 days. And I only drank water and coffee. It was very, very difficult. No, I was not hungry because my body had already switched to a state of ketosis, so it was burning its body's stored body fat. But the mental side of it was the hardest part. It's literally one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. 14 days without eating food. Like, it would be easy if I was in the middle of the woods with no access to grocery stores, but when every third shop in Poland is a bakery and it smells like fresh baked goods, it's really freaking hard. Yeah, all three of those are for momentum, but they show crossovers in specific ways and above or below specific levels. You just described the confluence to enter a trade rejecting from the 21 MACD. What are your confluences to enter a trade on the 3-line strike? So it's the same shit. The 3-line strike is just more of a definitive indication, which is why I like to teach you guys that, because it's like that concrete one candle that rejected that. You see what I'm saying right here? This is a 3-line strike. You get the PP went down, rejected off of the 21. That's your perfect setup. All of the other confluences at this point, crossing over, MACD didn't line up, RSI didn't line up. Oh yeah, a little bit, just above the 50. But that with the moving averages, like, let's pull it down to a 1 minute because those moving averages weren't lined up. Like, the holy grail setup does not happen very often. But when 5 confluences tell you that it's okay and you get it in fucking 3-line strike, like, you're fine. Ugh. Delete you. Yeah, it's, let's check Australian. It's rare when it pops up, but when it pops up and it's all perfect, it's pretty nice. Da 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 da. Jesus Christ. Markets have been fucking shit in September. Look at that. Nothing. Anyway. You guys have seen the examples in the videos. Fasting is easier than trading. Three-line strike on 31,150 mark you did on the 5-minute on US30. Yeah. Three-line strike. Stochastic crossing up. MACD crossing up. Starting bullish. RSI still in the oversold area. And we are not getting any divergences yet. Plus we didn't actually touch that low. So it might come down and want to play in that area again. Why didn't you trade more pairs at a time to increase your chance of riding a trend? Because I used to do that. As you can see here, I have a bunch of everything. And so what I would do is like go through the charts. No, I don't see an entry. 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 Oh, I see an entry here. Da 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 da. And then I go on my MT4 and then I click buy on this. And then I'm like, oh wait, I did it on USD JPY. Fuck! And it just like cascade. It's bad. Too many pairs will fuck with you. That's crazy that you did a 9-day fast while training for an Ironman. That's crazy. I had to keep my physical movement to a minimum. Because if I overexerted myself, I'd be like, fuck, okay. I can tell that I don't have readily available glucose to use as energy. Somebody said, is there a reason why consistently profitable traders in the trading floor aren't all scaled up to large funded accounts since it's all percentage based? Why not scale up as soon as you're consistently profitable? So for me personally, I had my own personal account before I even knew that funded accounts existed. And so I just did that. And then when I learned about funded accounts and then tried to do them, I realized that it's completely the opposite of the way that I actually trade. And the fact that I do trade Ethereum and Bitcoin a lot, which is why I made a lot of money really quickly. But the whole, oh, you need to trade, it's like having a job, right? So you have to go to work every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. But on days where your daughter's sick and you need to stay home, or you have the plumber coming in and you need to be home, at 9 a.m. to open the door for him, and you got other things to do, and then you want to go on vacation for the weekend, and so like there's just so many things that I have going on in my life with all the companies, with all the real estate, with all the contractors. I trade when I have like time to trade and I see trending markets. I'm like, cool, put everything on the back burner, trade for 2-3 days, get in this trend, make some money, and then dip out. Whereas with the funded account, you have to be consistent. Passing a funded challenge is like, it's hard, but keeping the funded account and like maintaining it month over month over month is really, really hard. It's literally a full-time job. Unless you're Christy and you fucking piss luck every 5 minutes. Yeah, it's always good to do a fast after Christmas time. Well, yeah, and that's why I'm good at teaching. That's why the YouTube channel has grown so much, because I had no guidance. I had zero guidance, guys. Zero. I lost money. I fucked up everywhere. I did all of the mistakes, all of them, numerous times. And that's why I can teach it well, to not do those things, because I've done it. I've lived through all of this shit, and I want to prevent you guys from doing it. So you can either believe me that like it sucks, or you can do it yourself and realize that it really sucks and it's kind of gut-wrenching. Uh I am. I have it on my other chart. Somebody asked why I'm not using Christie's strategy. Because I don't have long-term experience with it. So I have my chart up, and then I have her chart up. And I'm seeing how it goes. Like yesterday, after the stream. I'll show you. I made a video on it today. Okay. So, and this really pissed me off, guys. Like, even in this consolidation crapola, this, are you guys ready for this? Are you awake? Are you seeing? Let me know if the whole 97 of you that are watching this would like to see this. Because yesterday I ended the stream at like 9:30ish, whatever, after 2 back-to-back losses. I literally pulled up, it was the same chart. I just changed the indicator. And I was like, okay, line is blue, sneaker printed. Enter phantom trade, 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, which is essentially just a 20-point stop loss and a 30-point take profit. And I had a winning trade, phantom trade, another winning trade, another winning trade. And I was like, that's ridiculous. Like that's 6% right there. And it was right after I finished the stream. This was at 9:50 a.m. Okay? And then later on, somebody asked in the Discord, they were like, hey, anybody trading US30? And so at that time was right here. And I had my chart up, which looks like this, and I saw a 3-line strike, but I also saw a 3-line strike with a sneaker. And so I marked this up, stop loss at that swing high with a 1 to 2, or a 1 to 1.5, sorry. And that fucker played out. So I don't even know. It's like, she's got cheat codes. Yeah, Danny, you are absolutely correct. I don't know. I'm still playing with it. I need more experience with Stairmaster. Cool. I'm gonna go take a whiz, and you guys can ask a bunch of questions because right now is 8 a.m. my time, which is my Discord hours. So yeah, shoot your questions and we'll do a Q&A session for like 30 minutes. Question: how did you originally get connected with the other main members of TTF? I've been in like 100 Discord groups, which have all fallen apart. But along the way, I was able to collect friends. And so I've met these people through different Discord groups, which is why I lay such a massive importance on having a community, because that's where you make your friends and that's where you learn the most, especially in such a lonely career path. What was your setup on Stairmaster? It's literally just above that line with a shoe, or below that line with a shoe. Stupid easy, like retarded easy. Sorry, that was derogatory. I didn't mean it that way. I'm just old, and back then that word was not derogatory. Hi Artie, do you use default settings on Stochastic RSI and MACD on a lower time frame? Yes, everything's default settings on all my oscillators, except for the RSI. I changed the colors because the regular one is too much. Yes, Carl. They look good. I've sat through a few of her streams. Yeah. I don't know. She usually does it on NAS and US30 because she's an indice gal. So I haven't played with it enough to give you a full, like, oh, it works on this, it doesn't work on this, but we have the back test and data, so you can go look at the data. I'm looking at US30 and Australian dollar, US dollar. What is the decisive factor because of which you will decide to take a trade or not? Trending, oscillators moving in the right direction, take the trade. I'm going to remove all of my lines because it's way too distracting. Currently moving averages are spaghetti sauce. This right here is the high selling volume right here and high buying volume right here within this range. So I'm not trading this until it leaves one of these zones. Okay? Basically, I'm not trading this. If it leaves this area, maybe. See how this is a high buy volume zone? So it would be here. A 1 to 1.5 maybe. Thanks, bro. I feel fresh today. I'm skinny, I feel good, like I'm not craving sweets and garbage, like I just feel healthy, and it's really nice. Eggplants and peaches are great when the market's trending. When it's doing this, it's not treating me well, as you guys saw yesterday. I forced a lot of trades to try to make my content entertaining for you guys, and that was a mistake. I haven't modified the Stairmaster at all. I'm releasing a video on it today. I recorded it this morning. I'm going to edit it after this live stream. And on YouTube, there will be a video that you guys can watch in 4 hours, minus 9 minutes. Is there a way to see all the testimonials for a given strategy on Discord? It becomes difficult to go back and look at them. Yeah, I mean, if you go to Discord and you type in the search bar on the top and you type in channel testimonials and then mention at like 3-line strikers or Stairmaster Samurais, you can see all of the testimonials for that specific strategy during the entire month of August. And if you guys would like, these are all of Christie's, which I showcased in today's video, releasing in 4 hours minus 10 minutes. Okay? Yeah, I traded German 30. That's remember that video that I made how I lost $6,000 in a day? That was on German 30 before it was known as German 40. My volume profiles are 2 colors because I have one volume profile and then another volume profile. And I have one set to bearish and one set to bullish. And I've changed my colors so that they are similar to my candle colors. Everything else is the same. I appreciate that, Brian. It is not necessary to trade every day, but you should trade every week, maybe 1 or 2 days. Because even if you can make 2% profit on a really good day of trading for the whole week, at the end of the month, you're 8% in profit. It's pretty good. Her win rate, Brian, was fucking undefeated the entire month of August. Every single day she walked away with profit. Pisses me off how good she is. Like, I'm good at teaching. I'm a decent trader with my time schedule and my constraints. But she's just a monster. She's a serious monster, dude. Like if day trading was the UFC, she's just dominate, dude. She's the Ronda Rousey of fucking, well, when Ronda Rousey was undefeated. Is that you, J Sav? Are you Stonk Lord? Okay. Let me show you how to tell if it's a good day for trading or a bad day for trading. Okay. I'm going to just hide the charts. This is good for trading. This is not good for trading. This is not good. This is good. This is not good for trading. This is good for trading. Not good. Not good. Good for trading. Okay? You don't even need to see the charts. Okay, Jake from State Farm. What happens if I butt delta on bullish and green and copy VP and put delta bearish and red, and I see volume is hot? Okay. Look. These are my volume profiles for bullish. These are my volume profiles for bearish. They are quite similar, but as you can see, in certain areas, one is stronger than the other. And when it rejects off of that area in the stronger volume profile, like in confluence with it, so say we got this nice bullish move up and we're breaking above this bullish zone, that means that they won that scrimmage, that battle. Skirmish? Yeah, I'm always using smooth moving averages. That'd be funny. Just literally only enter trades not knowing what the price is based on moving averages, and your stop losses are at other moving averages. That would be freaking hilarious. No, you can recognize a good day in the morning. So let's just pull up, I don't know, Euro USD. Looks great on the 5-minute. Like, this has a potential to be a good day of trading. Whereas US30 is not. Spaghetti sauce, Euro USD in a trend. 21, 50, 100, 200. Keep in mind, always look left. This is a bottom, double bottom, triple bottom. Then you check the RSI. We are at the 22, 23, and 29, meaning that we are having a bit of a divergence. 1 bottom, 2 bottom, 3 bottom, but overall, just a wee bit of a divergence, like very, very slight. So it might actually reject off of this area. Or if it breaks through, then it's no longer a triple bottom, but a fucking break of a zone. You understand? And then you look left to target. Next target. Next target. Next target. Like, go with the momentum. It'll be like... Volume profiles just give me an indication of, like, why did it reject off of that area? Why did I get a 3-line strike here? Oh, because there was a lot of buying volume. Oh, because there was a lot of selling volume. It's just another, like, read in between the lines type of shit. It's just a confluence. Check DMs. I got the perfect template for you. Oh my god. You guys ready for this? This is the perfect trading template. Jackass. Yeah, you guys have never heard the fucking Titipao strategy? It's, you wait for price to get into a zone, and it's like So Artie, let's say we have a 3-line strike and the volume is low. It means that there is not a strong indication to enter a trade, vice versa. Yeah. So, like, let's say you get a 3-line strike in this type of area, and then it goes up to here, and then it cascades down because there was more volume in this area to negate the move, versus if price started to come up here, right? And then you got a fat 3-line strike, like a big, meaty, juicy thing out of this volume area, you know that that's, like, gonna continue. So right now my bias is bearish because we are under the 200. Moving averages are starting to finally line up, right? We got the 200 way up there. We got the 100, we got the 50, and we got the 21. I want it to break out of this zone. We do currently have a nice rejection off of the 21. We had this crossover and price came up right after the crossover. You know how price likes to cross over and then come up and then continue. So let's just wait a little bit more. Trend lines are subjective. They are not concrete. They're imaginary lines we draw on charts to give us a visual representation. The challenge is not going well for me. Currently, I am negative $162, which is negative 0.32%. So yeah. It's called Volume Profiles by KV4 Coins. Volume Profile KV4 Coin. One is set to bearish, one is set to bullish. I have two on the charts. I only deposit in Bitcoin, so yeah, I just used Bitcoin Network. If you're depositing Ethereum or USDT, I don't know. But I'm assuming it's in their frequently asked questions on their website. Yeah, there's a lot of time left. And like, because I'm trading US30 and indices, I might actually trade a little bit off stream. Like I'm doing the live streams because this is what time I could do it in the office versus when I'm home. But if my wife like takes my daughter to, you know, her parents' house, then I could sit at home and I can trade a little bit and I might enter some trades during New York session is what I meant. You should never trade without a stop. No, you didn't miss anything, Jens. More buying volume than selling volume. Yes, that one is a doji. Yeah, that risk calculator is such a game changer for me, dude. Like, if I had that thing 3 years ago, yeah, 3 years ago, oh my God. I was just dumb 3 years ago. I was guinea pigging myself and making all the mistakes. But thankfully I did that because now I'm a better teacher because of it. Yes, default on MACD. That's via Christie. Actually, let me make sure. Yeah. No. Yeah, Christie doesn't use the MACD. Yeah. Standard settings on MACD. Hot damn. Look at that chin line. I lost some weight getting them muscle. Let's see if I can get the right shade. Yeah, a little bit of muscle tissue inside of my arms. My forearms look great though. I got like this vein and shit right here, which is nice. Australian dollar, US dollar. Really, really fat rejection off of the high volume zone. All the way to the buyers that have some strength here. And now buyers are increasing in strength here, as you just saw it tick up. So currently in a gold zone. Yeah, this is move down, retrace up, gold zone. Do I meditate? Not consistently. I did for a while after my previous divorce. But mostly now I just go on really long bike rides by myself, and I find it very peaceful and meditative. Moving meditation. Looking at maybe, because when I was looking at Euro USD, you know, if it breaks this range, it might go to the next low there. Because looking left, it might disrespect that triple bottom and go here. I don't know. We'll see. Higher time frame is also downtrend. Might be an entry on Euro USD. We shall see. Bike riding while I think in silence for moving meditation. AU is forming a rising bearish wedge on a 15-minute. Don't do it. Don't do it. Why do I have a 37-minute time frame? This is actually really interesting. Fib levels. 382, 37-minute seemed to be the most. It was something I was playing with for a while. But it's actually like a good balance between a higher and a lower time frame. And it makes everything look so consistent and fluid. But again, each candle's 37 minutes, so trades take a really long time to play out, which is why I don't trade it. But it's a fun concept for swing trading. I am down $130 on the funded account. And today is day 3 of trading. I have not entered a trade today, so yeah, that's that. Yeah, I don't see why not. What did I do yesterday? No, I ended up picking up my daughter, and we went to a friend's house, and she literally just played with her friend. Like we walked in immediately. She ran to her big, huge hug, and then they took off to the toy playroom. And I literally didn't see her the whole time. I just sat in the kitchen. They were having such a blast. Because I don't like swing trading. I don't like. I just don't like it. Dude, I'm freaking hungry. That's weird. I usually don't get hungry till like 11 o'clock. I think the caloric deficit might be catching up to me today. I should probably eat before 11 though because I have personal training at 12:30. London Open starts in 18 minutes. For those of you guys that work out, do you prefer working out before you eat and then eating after, or eat before and then work out? What do you find gives you the most strength and energy? Just curious how other people's biology works. So we've had short-term down structure that broke structure. But when things break structure and then reject the opposite way, a smart thing to do is drop a fib. So we had a 50 level rejection. So these sellers are strong here. Do you have other side hustles other than this everyday job? Yeah, so ever since I started making money day trading, I've been trying to do the Robert Kiyosaki type of thing and like gain assets. I spend a lot of money. I'm not going to be a billionaire probably in my lifetime. I would like to be, but it's just kind of a distant goal. So so YouTube for me is an asset because it generates cash flow. Um, Using that, I bought some rental properties and I rent those, which generates cash flow. And then we started TTF, the trading floor, and that generates cash flow. And so with all that cash flow, I invest a lot into cryptocurrencies and um, the Vanguard fund for like more consistent whatever, you know, stocks that pay dividends. I have recurring investments that go in every week. And doing all of that, I'm able to build my capital, invest in more rental properties. And so I have the rental properties, I have the YouTube channel, I have TTF, I have all of my affiliate links. All of those things generate cash flow. And then I take what I need, a lot more than I need, buy nice shit, live a really comfortable life, go on awesome vacations, and the rest I reinvest into other things that generate cash flow. And so eventually, once my investments into my cash flow assets is great enough, I can literally not work and just focus on the cash flow and churning the cash flow. And eventually that builds up enough to where you become a billionaire because you have 7,000 rental properties, you know, globally, and you have a rental property management company that manages everything for you, and that's how you get stupid rich, and you don't have to pay taxes on that because once you have enough cash flow, you borrow money to buy more assets, and so you can't be taxed on borrowed money. Robert Kiyosaki. So Nightcast asked, where am I and the missus going off for the romantic getaway weekend? Um, I'm dropping my daughter off at my parents' house for the weekend, and I am flying her to Rome. And so we're going to be in Rome this weekend. And hopefully she likes it. Because from here to Rome is like, I don't know, hour and a half flight. It's nice. I like living in Europe. Eat small 30 minutes, then work out. That sounds logical. Yes, train on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. My trainer is only available at 12. Plus, I work in the morning. Artie, it is good that you are doing these trades even if nothing much is happening. It shows how a profitable trader trading should be. It's waiting game. Most traders run into it. Yeah, and that's what I did yesterday, and I really hope that I didn't teach you guys bad habits from my fuck-ups yesterday. So today is all about waiting for breaks of consolidation zones, breakouts, candle patterns. I'm waiting. I don't eat carbs, gens, so it'll only be protein 2 hours before. So that means I should eat at 10:30. Seems to be consistent. Eat 2 hours before. I don't know. I'll have to do some guinea pigging and like work out for a week and see if eating before my training is better and I have better results than after my training. Rentals right now are anywhere between 3 and 4, sometimes 5,000 a month. What's Poland like? Can you describe it? Yeah. It's like the Pacific Northwest. So like really green, lots of rain. Trees are much shorter than the Pacific Northwest. Rolling hills in the south side of Poland, which is where I live. And then all the way at the edge of the country on the south side is where you get like this huge mountain range called the Tatra Mountains. It's absolutely beautiful there. Lots of lakes. Again, it rains all the time, but it's nice. I don't do one-on-one calls. Sorry. Um, no, I don't want to do a brief meeting in Rome because I'm definitely going to be focusing on my wife and trying to get laid. London Open in 9 minutes. Now it's working. So doji candle, but I still count it as, that could be a 3-line strike forming on Euro USD. We did get it on the 1 minute though. Boop, boop, boop. 3-line strike. Peaches, bitches. So as to not confuse people, I'm not in an active trade. This is a potential if it breaks this zone. How did I get Polish residency? My parents are originally from Poland and my wife is Polish, so I could have taken either avenue. It was less paperwork to get it through my parents. Yeah, I will send my trades off stream to people if I do take them. It'll probably be in the announcements page. If you have an open gold position now, just make sure your stop loss is not too tight because when London opens, there is some volatility. You go like this. I'm telling you, man, trading is boring as fuck. There's more selling volume in this zone than there is buying volume. So the likelihood that it will break this zone is more likely than if it will reject that zone. The one concern I have is this wick. Yeah, this is the most decent trade setup I'm seeing so far today. I'm liking it. Let's see what my confluences are saying. Stochastic crossing down. MACD below the 1. Getting a little bit weaker, but curving up. Ooh. Okay. Trend line. Trend line. We're getting a wee bit of a divergence. And RSI is in the oversold area. It's a wishy-washy trade, but the best trade setup we've got so far. See what happens in 2 minutes. 2 minutes till London Open. Prepare for some volatility and volume. I know that this is not the most ideal trading window, but it is my trading window. And I've had exuberant amounts of success in this trading window. So, there's that. I can't trade New York Open because I have a daughter and I like to play with her. In the RSI divergence strategy video, you mentioned RSI less than 50, meaning looking good for shorts, but then RSI had no SMA. Do you still wait for the drop below the 50? Yeah, I still like the bottom half and top half for longs and shorts. I'm okay with the billions of questions every day because I find deep satisfaction in helping people, giving them clarity on things, and it also helps me flex my brain, which keeps me more sharp. Christy trades like 10, 15, 20 minutes after New York Open. London Open. Let's see what happens. You guys see this? Just a tiny little wick below this previous swing. And you could see that right here with this volume spike. So I'm a nut job and a fib on a 1 minute candle. Just a thought. I would never enter a trade from a fib retracement of a 1 minute opening candle. But kind of cool to see. I usually stop working at about 12, so 5 a.m. to 12. Then I work out, do some errands, go pick up my daughter at 3. What a beauty. I really like fib retracements on one big ass candle. It was the first trade I took on stream on Tuesday. Interesting. It's interesting also that that is the negative 1.618, which gets a lot of crosses in the price. So that trade is now void. Yeah, opening candle wick below the trend line and still I don't want to touch it in this range. Does not change the fact. All of the confluences lined up on that 1 minute fib retracement though. Yeah, it's not that it's hard to master, it's hard to distinguish which signals to take because it's super subjective based on what you're trading, what time frame you're trading, what your stop loss is, what your take profit is. And yes, I'm smoking an IQOS. See that top of that wick and the bottom of that wick? Like that's uncommon. Usually it dives deeper into the zone and rejects off, which is why I drew this fucking box. Fucking literally like 2 butt hairs just tick. That's awesome, Carl. Yeah, it's hard to get out of the sweaty panic mode when trading. It's fucking cold in here. I might go long on US30. I don't want to do it in this range, but yeah, I'm not going to touch it until it's out of this range. Sorry. I want that shit. I don't want to risk it just for the biscuit. It's only the first week is only bad for trading. The first week of the month is only bad for trading if you lose all your trades. If you win, you're good. Yeah, it took me a really long time to have a calm demeanor when I trade. It's still when I'm in a trade, you can feel the blood pressure rising and all of the emotions that, were previously a norm for you. It's your ability to like recognize them and just like chill and like breathe and just level them. No, but I'll make a video because I get a lot of questions on the 2 volume profiles. This one really pissed me off, though. Like, that would have been a good trade. But I wanted it here, not here. And it's a good 6-point difference. Yeah, I really wanted that one. Good one. I forgot. Was that a 382 retracement from this move? Not even. See, that level would have been a fucking 382. Ugh. That's irritating. See why you don't target the top of a zone? And you go for where price contacted the most? That would have been super safe. All right. MACD showing bearish, but above the 0. No divergence on RSI. Stock crossing up. Fucking still in that range though, man. Should I take it? Yes or no? See that? That's what I was worried about. Failure to maintain structure. Glad I didn't take it. The reason I was contemplating it, right? So we started, sorry, I forget to talk sometimes. Had a nice move up, pushed down, rejected, pushed up, came down. This was a fib gold zone, which was also the previous structure right here. Came up, but thank Christy and her life-saving indicators. Consolidation zone showed me that this area was a fucking watch out, and that's exactly what it did. It rejected that zone, which is why I didn't enter the trade after I had already asked you guys should I enter. It would have hit my stop loss. So now we're still just trading in this zone, and overall in the area of consolidation that I marked up many hours ago. That thing. So and now it's disrespecting that, so structure has been broken. Yeah, I don't see it coming out of this range in the next 21 minutes. And I have to edit videos for YouTube, as well as 2 meetings plus personal training. So I'm going to end it here. Okay, guys, be careful. Don't trade in this range. The only option for me right now in the short term is for that to not be part of the structure, right? These two, and just have it be like this. Boom, 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 boom. Still maintaining structure, break out, retest, go up. Don't trade in this zone. Euro USD was... I was originally looking short on this to break out of this range. It did not do that, so nothing today. Okay? Love you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Sorry I did not trade, but I did not want to make the same mistakes as yesterday. We got close to an entry right here, but that was a kind of a Hail Mary. Cool. Yeah. If you guys missed the stream or the beginning parts of it, a lot of valuable psychological information while I was explaining what I was doing, why I was doing it, what mistakes I've made in the past, and how I got to where I am now. So the link to the live stream will remain the same, except it will be public for everybody so people on YouTube can see it. So be thankful that you guys have access to me actually live during this process. So see you guys. Love you. Bye.